Real Madrid is writing history, and it feels illegal.
Have you found out exactly why you win so much and in the big games?
They have a strategy that is going to define the next generation of football.
Jude Bellingham, Champions League winner. How does that feel? Sum up your emotions.
And the Kings of Europe are just getting started.
Madrid, y nada más, y nada más.
Today we're digging into how Real Madrid secretly became the wisest club in the world. The new season is just around the corner, and the transfer window is buzzing with activity. But the biggest transfer saga is wrapped up. Kylian Mbappe's future is sorted. Los Blancos is packed with young, elite talent, making sure their trophy-winning ways will continue for at least another decade. What's really interesting about the new Real Madrid is their shift in strategy. Instead of bringing in superstars at their peak, which has been their trademark for so long, they're focusing on youth to build for the future. The question is, why? Why did they change their approach? When you think of Real Madrid and transfers, the word Galactico probably comes to mind. Under Florentino Perez, Madrid has splashed out on the world's best players, like Figo, Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo and Gareth Bale. Eden Hazard was likely the last true Galactico, and Mbappe will be seen the same way. So while Galacticos will always be part of Madrid's DNA, their focus on signing big stars is temporarily on pause. 2018 is often seen as the end of Madrid's second Galactico era. After winning their third straight Champions League, Zinedine Zidane stepped down, and Cristiano Ronaldo moved to Juventus. The 2018-19 season turned out to be one of Madrid's worst in decades, with the Club World Cup being their only trophy. For a fan base so used to constant trophies, this was a big shock. But the club's summer transfers hinted at a new, long-term plan. They brought in teenage goalkeeper Andriy Lunin from Ukraine for €8.5 million, Spanish under-21 star Alvaro Odriozola, Mariano Diaz, Thibaut Courtois, and an 18-year-old Vinicius Jr. for nearly €50 million from Flamengo in Brazil. It was clear Real Madrid was starting a youthful revolution. The following year, Real Madrid kept the momentum going. They spent a massive €355 million on exciting young talents like Eder Militao, Rodrigo, Luka Jovic and Ferland Mendy, and also brought in Hazard. Since then, they've continued to make smart moves, from elite free signings like Alaba and Rudiger in defence to investing €110 million in French stars Camavinga and Tchouaméni. Madrid's focus on youth is so clear that the Football Observatory reported they currently have the youngest average age of player recruitment in Europe's Big Five leagues at 22.87 years, even younger than Borussia Mönchengladbach and Borussia Dortmund. The Brazilian sensation Endrick will bring that average age down even further when he joins at just 18 years old. He reportedly cost €60 million, which Palmeiras president Leila Pereira called the biggest deal in Brazilian football history. Right now, Madrid has the 8th youngest average squad in La Liga at 26 years, though this number is a bit skewed by older players like Modric and Courtois. As these veterans near the end of their careers, it won't be long before the younger players take centre stage. So why has Real Madrid decided to move away from their Galactico policy? It was incredibly successful both on and off the pitch. Nothing is more profitable than recruiting a superstar, Florentino Perez said back in 2002, and he was right. In the 2000 season, not a single home game at the Santiago Bernabeu sold out, but the next season, with Luis Figo on the team, all the games were at full capacity. And Perez also definitely made a lot of money from the Galacticos. In 2004, Perez scored a big shirt sponsorship deal with Siemens and made sure any new player gave their image rights to the club. Combined with their early success under Vicente del Bosque, Madrid seemed unstoppable. Snatching Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United in 2009 only highlighted their dominance. Even today, there are few clubs, if any, that can match Real Madrid's prestige or appeal. According to the Deloitte Money League, Real Madrid, with their 15 European championships, still have the highest annual revenue of any club. Manchester City is just behind them, which is a big deal because City represents a new challenge to the traditional powerhouses in football. Petrodollar or state-backed clubs like City, PSG and now Newcastle are more and more able to compete with member-owned Los Blancos for players, driving up prices with their massive fees. Florentino Perez admitted this in 2018, calling the market complicated and irrational, and saying the club needed to adapt. So Real Madrid decided to focus more on finding talented young players. "We have a lot of confidence in young talent who will one day be the best players in the world," he said. There are other reasons why the Galactico approach has declined. Big signings come with big risks, and Eden Hazard's lack of impact in Madrid is a prime example. Signed for over 100 million euros, the injury-prone Belgian has managed just over 50 La Liga appearances in 4 years. This high-profile flop has been a sore point for the club. After seeing poor returns on such huge investments, Florentino Perez has shifted focus. Instead of spending big on established stars, he now invests in young talent, which has been giving Real Madrid great results. The shift in transfer strategy was more out of necessity than creativity, and scouting young talent is nothing new. What's truly impressive, though, is how successful Real Madrid has been. They've not only discovered future stars, but have also managed to convince them to join the club despite growing competition. While Perez and his right-hand man Jose Angel Sanchez deserve praise, a lot of credit should go to Uni Calafat, the club's chief scout since 2014. Calafat is the one who discovered talents like Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Fede Valverde, and now Arda Güler and Endrick. Calafat is especially known for the relationships he builds with players and their families, constantly travelling the world to meet potential signings and build rapport. His influence was crucial in beating Chelsea and PSG to sign Endrick. Vinicius Jr. has even admitted that he chose Madrid over Barcelona because of Calafat's personal approach and efforts. As a Brazilian-born Spaniard, Calafat speaks perfect Portuguese and often champions the character and qualities of players from his birth country. For example, in 2019, Madrid were deciding between Eder Militao and Matthias de Ligt. Calafat preferred Militao, but de Ligt's higher profile seemed more appealing. However, the humility and hard-working attitudes of Vinicius and Rodrigo, along with the examples set by senior players Casemiro and Marcelo, helped Calafat make his case for Militao. Wages are also a big factor. Young players in South America earn significantly less than their counterparts in Europe, so they can be signed to cheaper initial deals. For example, Vinicius Jr. started on a modest €100,000 per week before his recent big pay rise. Madrid and Calafat don't always get it right though. They've wasted millions on prospects like Luka Jovic and Reina Jesus. But as the team's continued success shows, their new recruitment strategy has been a hidden gem. Despite new challenges to their dominance, they're still winning on the pitch and capable of signing the biggest stars now and in the future. Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe could be the next big names in Madrid's illustrious history. So that's our take on whether Real Madrid might just be the cleverest club in Europe. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Madrid fans, I especially want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye.